Why, hello, Leanne. It's been a while. I haven't really had any good life lessons to really share. You had a very interesting video. It is important, I find, in my job to be friendly. I help all kinds of people. The entire company I work for comes through my office. It's kind of neat because everybody knows who I am, and so I have to be nice to them. And there are times where I'm just like, I've been like this close to losing my cool, but I don't. And I don't really know, but I think that they see that I keep my professionalism in check. So wherever they work, if they work in human resources, if they work in supply, if they work in just, another part of the company, then I have somebody to go to. And I do have my go-to people. And not only do they help me with my career progression, but they help me be more effective at my job. I can get things done because it's not always in my control. But I do kind of have a small story for you because I am not really sure. I've been thinking about this a lot and I just want to discuss it because it really made me think about myself and I have to know if I am a bad person. So the other day I got a chance to meet the president, and part of the process to actually go out to the flight line and meet him as he goes from Marine One to Air Force One, we got ushered into this holding area. Now let me describe this holding area for you. Basically, I think they just found a room with a bunch of chairs in it. But the room with the most chairs in it was like this briefing room. It's almost like a movie theater. All the chairs are fastened to the ground, facing in one direction. And me, going in there, planning ahead, I find the one movable chair from a different room, bring it in, sit it down, and I'm in the back of a room. And I can see everybody and I can chat with my friends, and that's just kind of how the beginning of this happens. Somebody comes in and says, we're about to go out to the flight line and there are no restrooms out there. So if you need to go, now's the time to go. I don't need to go, but I see this pregnant lady who's sitting also near the back of the theater, but in a unmovable chair. Get up, she turns around. Because we're standing there, she kind of jokes and laughs like you do and says, maybe I should go to the bathroom. And we laugh, our polite little, yeah, you probably should laugh. She's not there alone. She's there with her husband. And her husband, I think, starts kind of just talking, just casual, joking, kind of sharing stories, I don't know. She's like 8 months pregnant and I don't know. I can't remember if they're talking about other kids or not, but it's not important what they're talking about. The point is that I'm not really talking, but my friends and the husband are talking. So now the lady comes back and she's not going back to her seat because her husband's not going back to her seat. And they are in the back of this auditorium chatting with us. We are sitting down and they, including the pregnant lady, is standing up. And I just get this weird feeling, like by the way she's like scanning the room, I'm not really saying much, she's not really saying much, but our eyes meet at this one point. And it's like this weird, like, are you gonna get up for me? Are you going to offer me your seat? I was sitting here first, and you're like 6 inches from the chair. You're just on the wrong side of the chair. If you need to sit down, which you probably should, you should be sitting back in your chair. Grab your little husband and go back into the chair. And I'm just sitting there. But it's like this weird, awkward moment between me and her as our eyes meet. Like everything in me is like, well, maybe I should offer her a chair because I'm, a fully capable human being, and I'm capable of standing for long periods of time. Where she doesn't have a chair right behind her, and it's her chair. She's almost leaning up against it. For this 5 minutes of complete awkwardness, I just kept thinking to myself, am I a bad person for not offering my chair to her? But her chair is like right there, right? Still debating with myself whether or not I did the right thing, but I'm just wondering if my conscience, because it is eating away at me like that, if for that reason alone I made the wrong decision. So I don't know. Tell me what you think. I will talk to you later.